Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled, Where Do I Place My Menora? Part 2. So we saw in the first shiur on this topic, Taf Reish Ayin Aleph Sif Hey, it makes it very clear in the Shulchan Aruch. 4 levels. If you have a house that opens to Reshut Harabim, put it right there, by the entrance of the house. If you have a Chatzer in front of your house, then put it by the entrance to the Chatzer, to the courtyard, or maybe to the parking lot that we have today. And next, if you don't have either of those, you have a house upstairs that leads to another house inside, and that's how you go in and out, and you have no access, so then you put it in your window. So you have your Reshut HaRabim Purshu Menisa there. And fourth case is if Chas v'Shalom, times of tragedy, they don't let you light the Gentiles, so then you just put it on the table inside so no one sees except for your family. So then why, based on those 4 levels, would anyone place the menorah in a window today? We should be putting it outside, by our front doors, by the front door of the building, by the entrance to the Chatzer. So there's a lot of variables involved, and it's crucial that a person talks to his or her posek to know what to do. There's a lot of complications here. And whether it's a mitzvah from the Torah, mitzvah from the rabbis, a person needs guidance to know where to go ahead and light and to know what to do. So some of the variables are involved in the following. First of all, by the entrance of the Chatzer, do you need a proper entrance, a proper halachic doorway? That's one question. And if you need a proper entrance, a petach, so just like a mezuzah on a door needs a proper entrance, so do we need that by the Chatzer? It's a discussion in the poskim. So you'll find a lot of poskim are not necessarily lighting at the entrance to the parking lot. We just have 2 brick walls where there's an opening for people to come through, because halachically, is that the petach? That's one question. But that doesn't mean you should go upstairs to your house. There's another entrance. There's the door of the house, of the building, the entrance to the building. So many poskim say that would be defined as a Chatzer, and that's your access to Reshut HaRabim. Rav Elyashiv is very stringent here. He maintains that if you have a Chatzer, and you have a proper place to light downstairs, you should not be lighting in your window upstairs. That's the 3rd level. When you have a Chatzer, that's the 1st level. Then the door, if your door goes right to the Rabbim, that's the next level. The window is the 3rd level. So now when it comes to a building, maybe that's defined as our Chatzer today. Rav Elyashiv says, you have to be lighting outside. The going upstairs, it's not ideal. You're not fulfilling the mitzvah. He also, it's indispensable. You must follow the order in the Shulchan Aruch. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, and you only go to 4 if you can't do 1, 2, 3. You go to 3 if you can't do 1 and 2. So he's very careful. You must be letting outside by the entrance of the Chatzer, and maybe that's by the entrance of the courtyard, or there's no doorway there, so maybe move it to the entrance of the building, but it must be there. So why would anyone be lighting by the window? Rav Chaim Kanievsky has an interesting idea. He says, wait a second. Let's say you have a window where there's much more access. People can see your menorah from your window, based on your porch, your window, how it's set up, you could do it there. So if that's the case, you want to get more Purshu Menisa, Rabim, then already that might be an opening to do by the window. Or it's just, I don't care how many people see. There is an order based on the Shulchan Aruch, and that's what you do. So there you see already a big machloket. 1, do you need a proper entrance way with the Chatzer or not? So if you do, then you might move from the entrance of the Chatzer to the parking lot to the entrance of the building area. Then you have a new question. Do you need to go ahead and have it where it's seen by the most people? Rav Chaim Kanievsky says that, or no? You do it by the entrance to the Rabbim, and that's it. Another question is, what is Rabbim? On Shabbat, Rabbim might mean 600,000 people. In Eruvin, have a halachot of Rabbim. What does Rabbim mean? Once again, Rav Elyashiv says Rabbim simply means access to the public. The public, anyone who wants could walk. There could be 2 people, could be 1,000 people. But there's an accessible road to the Rabbim. That's what we mean by Rabbim. So you already could see there's different opinions that can emerge. And once again, a person must speak to the Rav about all the different scenarios and how the layout of the building is. And one other factor is also the fact that you're lighting downstairs, not right near the entrance to your apartment. No one even knows it's your apartment. You're not lighting by your doorway of your apartment. You're not lighting by your porch or by your window. You're downstairs. Does it matter that no one even knows it's from your house? That's another fact. So all these factors must be taken into account when one approaches his posek. Shalom.